And welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with me, your host, Alan. And joining me is Darth David. That's right, Mr. Rapid Dave in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. I meant to put Darth Dave, and as soon as you said David, I go, dang it, I messed up. Doing great, though, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. So we're catching up a little bit. We were actually going to do this one last week, and then we just totally forgot. Like, we were even talking on Friday, like, hey, isn't there something we're supposed to record today? I'm like, nah, man, we're good. We just released Harry Potter. Life is good. And then that night, I was like, crap. Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales came out. This is their little Halloween special on Disney Plus. I enjoy Lego Star Wars. Like,
I don't mind it.
It's fun. That's what it is to me. It's fun. It's a little break from the norm with Star Wars. You still get your characters in there, but you get to have a little bit of fun with it, right? It's some laughs, some chuckles, some spoofs. You know, this was essentially 3 little short stories. 2 of them I recognize, one of them I did not. But let's get into it. What are your thoughts on this one?
You know, I love it. Just like you said, you love Lego Star Wars. I mean, I've had almost, I think back when they started coming out with video games, I bought them all because I thought they were really fun. Lego Star Wars is extremely fun. And they made it, you know, I'm a big fan of, because I'm a massive chicken and a wuss, that I love playful Halloween, you know, like stuff like this, right? It's no secret that I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Hocus Pocus. Hubie Halloween that we're going to talk about. I got to have you watch that as well. Yep. You know, just a little bit of jump scare in there every so often, but this is actually just made for kids and whatnot. And I thought it was really good. You have Christian Slater. His voice just jumps at you immediately when you hear it. So I would say he's the biggest, you know, noticeable voice that you hear in here. He's Ren. And dude, I really enjoyed it. I did. You got 3 quick little stories. The main character's Poe. Poe's out there effing around or screwing around, you know, with BB-8, and he has to crash down on the lava planet. He goes, "Oh, we'll just crash down there, no big deal."
Yeah.
That's where one of the huts is set up shop in Darth Vader's old castle, making it like a resort and whatnot on Mustafar. Yeah. So I thought it was great.
He's trying to talk Poe into becoming the spokesman for it the whole time. Like, it's fun. And like I said, you got 3 little shorts in there. The first one, it's about Kylo and the Knights of Ren, which is the cool thing about that is that's canon in the comic book. Dealing with you don't really get much of the Knights of Ren in the movies, but they did have a whole series about the rise of Kylo and talking about Kylo going from training to be a Jedi to being one of the Knights of the Ren.
He moves from Ben to Kylo.
Right. And so you do get a little bit of that now. It's nothing like that story, but it's still bringing those elements in. And this is a Lost Boys spoof.
Right.
The old 1980s Kiefer Sutherland vampire movie that is just so awful it's good. Like, it's just a classic. Yeah. But if you go back and watch it now, it's just awful, but it's still good.
Not bad. People still swear by it. Just watch it. I do like the shot that Ben takes at him. He goes, "Would you train on Dagobah for like 20 minutes?" That's always been my thing with Luke Skywalker. The dude trained for like 25 minutes, and all of a sudden he's like, "I'm a Jedi." Yeah, okay, there's sport. Just pipe it on down.
But yeah, that was fun. And the whole time they're going through there, and you have Vinay, which was essentially like Vader's like secretary or whatever, or assistant, personal assistant. And it's funny because like he just gets the castle set up at the beginning, and he's getting ready to go take a bath and, you know, enjoy his castle. And Palpatine comes in, he's like, "Now come on, we got to go take care of business." And then the next thing you know, Vader never comes back because, well, we know what happened, right?
All right.
But you've got that, and so they're going through it, and Vinay's like, "Oh, is he going to be the one that takes me to whatever?" It's all building towards a story, but they're stopping in the middle for these short stories. The second one was Maul versus Grievous. I didn't get what that was a spoof of. Maybe like a Frankenstein type thing. But again, you're bringing in canon elements into this with Maul getting chopped in half and the sisters bringing him back and all of that. Um, and then the creation of Grievous and going after this lightsaber, and it was just fun. You get some cool lightsaber battles between Maul and Grievous,
Hmm.
and i- and the comedy and the fun. You know, they're sitting there, they're trying to put legs on Maul because he's just the top half, and everything they give him, he just topples over and falls over, and they try like 7 different times before they get the legs right. You know,
Hmm. Yeah,
um,
liked it. I like seeing Maul anyways. I need more Maul in my life.
more Maul and more Grievous. I like
Mhm.
Grievous.
Yeah.
I enjoy Grievous.
He puts up. I mean, he's a hell of a warrior. You know what I mean? He's always a guy that puts up a hell of a fight. You know, with all the arms and all the lightsabers going at once. I mean, what are you supposed to do, man? I just stab myself at that point.
Right. But it was funny because he cuts Maul in half again, right? And Grievous, so what are you gonna do? You're just half a person. And then Maul's like, oh wait, I have the Force and you don't, and just chops him up into little pieces and throws him off the end of the cliff.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Um, and then the last one you get, it's the classic. It's the monkey's paw, except for it's the Wookiee's paw
Yeah.
in this one. It's a spin off of that, except for he gets like unlimited wishes. And
Yeah.
this I felt like was, you know what this felt like to me?
Mm.
An episode of What If.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely. I mean, it
exactly,
zipped right into it.
and it's Vader, and you know he's going through and he's doing all this, but or not it's Luke,
Luke.
and he's going through and doing all this, but you had like Vader. He essentially played like he was Obi-Wan, like he was Yoda, like he was Leia, in all the little montage of the training of them growing up to get, you know, essentially him growing up with him, and it was fun, but it was kind of cool to see like this is like just a big giant what if, but Lego style, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. They had some classic music in there. They're playing the same music that, like, when they made the leap or the swing from one area to the other, and of course he's on his back. He gives him a smooch.
yeah, that's where he's like Leia. You have where he's doing the training and he's on his back like he's Yoda.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing the training that they did what he did with Obi-Wan in the Millennium Falcon with the lightsaber and that. And
Turn the
it
helmet.
was
I can see right through there. He just turns the helmet around. You can't find there's not one with the blast shield, I guess. Okay.
right. But it was fun. And then you get into like the main story and it's Vinay's trying to get the cube of power, and then he builds like a super, like almost like a giant, I'd say like a Hulk Buster armor,
He
you
looks
know?
like the guy from Wolverine, the bad guy
Yeah,
from the movie Wolverine Origins or whatever.
okay, yeah, yeah, like
You know what
that.
I mean?
Um, and they have their fight and all that, and it gets thrown into the lava pit of, and life is good. But
Lord of the Rings throwback or call
yes,
out.
it was.
There's a lot of bits like this, and like if you're watching it as an adult, you know your kids are going to like this anyways because it is Lego, it's Star Wars. But as
Mhm.
an adult, you're going to pick up on these little things, and you know you're going to be like, "Oh, that's from this or this is from that." So it's a lot. It's playful, it's fun, and nothing, the terrifying tales, but it's good. Paul
Yeah,
Dameron does a good job as well. His character, his voice actor, does a good job as well.
yeah, it's a fun movie. Sit down and watch it with your kids. It's good, and if you don't have kids, watch it. It's fun.
It's like 40 minutes, man. Just
It's
do it.
like it's Lego Star Wars. You can't go wrong with it. I'm telling you. Absolutely love Lego Star Wars. But you got anything else on this one, buddy?
Check it out. Disney Plus.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, send emails. parttimenerdpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you later. Until next time, deuces.